Hello. Uh, I want to talk about important planetary transits which are happening since 2 weeks. First, it was of Saturn. Saturn went retrograde in Dhanu sign in Sagittarius, and today Mars will transit into Capricorn. So these two planets, Mars and Saturn, will be mostly in these signs till November. So for 6 months, we have a scenario of Mars and Saturn at a certain angle, at certain yoga with each other, and staying in the same position for 6 months. Now, why this these two planets and their yoga is so much important? Because if you know, we are shifting towards age of Saturn. From the age of Jupiter, we are shifting slowly towards age of Saturn, because the precision of equinox, the axis of precision of the Earth, is shifting from Pisces to Aquarius, and within few decades, like end of this century, it will totally shift to Capricorn. So it will be a age of Saturn. The coming eon is of Saturn. That's why um, at present, uh, many part of our many important parts of our life are influenced by Saturn. You know, the oil prices. Saturn influences their rise and fall in the oil market. Crude oil, the black colored crude oil is influenced. It's represented by Saturn, and you can see the how much consumption of petroleum products affects global warming and our environment, how it increases pollution, how it affects our currency values of different countries. Like in India, you have to import mostly from Middle East countries. So impact of Saturn is on almost all aspects of our life. Then Saturn, then the most spreading and uncurable disease at present moment, the cancer, is also represented by Saturn. Then black uh, people, if you see the current politics in the United States, it's mostly white um, comeback against liberal and uh, liberal and mostly black favored politics of Democrat Party. Like earlier, it was Obama. Now he's replaced by Trump. But see, this is the rise of black people in last century, the rise of African people, the importance of Africa in our genetic history, or the theory of the evolution and genetic history. I'm not saying that's true, but this is the impact of Saturn. Okay, and then there is Mars. Mars also has interesting place in our current time because person like Elon Musk has dreamed to have a colony on Mars in this century, and his company SpaceX is trying for it. So, and Mars is anger, Mars is boiled blood, Mars is fight for lands. So this is the current scenario. Saturn creates the background, and Mars starts its action. Saturn is a script writer, and Mars is uh, director. You can see. And in present current Indian politics, uh, Mars is represented by Kshatriya castes like Marathas in Maharashtra, Patel, Jat, Thakur, Yadav in Uttar Pradesh, and Saturn is represents outcasts, Chandals, Dalit. Mostly now they are called Dalit now. So Dalits, and you see how Rahul Gandhi is adding fuel, creating manipulated riots, and spreading fake news about how Dalits are mistreated in India. You will see if the plan of uh, Rahul Gandhi or the plan of Congress party is to create further divide between Dalit and remaining part of the Hindu society. And at different places in Maharashtra, in UP, in Gujarat, in Andhra Pradesh, they are creating divide. Now they are doing in Karnataka. So if you see this on the backdrop of the Mars, then from today Mars will go to Makar until November 6th. It will be uh, until November 6th. Mars will be in the Makar sign. So uh, now there are elections in Karnataka. Once whatever the result may be, but the next 6 months will be the further violence, further riots, further divide between Dalit and other Hindus. It's all engineered, but it will happen because the Mars is in his exalted sign Makar, and his 12th vision on Saturn. So there will be a fight between Mars versus Saturn, that is the Kshatriya versus Dalit. So this is how things will play, and you will see how if you have blood pressure or some heart disease, you will see the impact now, depending upon position of Mars in your horoscope. Your disease will increase or decrease or cure, or it will further complications may arise, but it depends upon your horoscope ultimately. But uh, in general way, Mars will impact these kind of things, heart. Then if you have land disputes, then either they will solve immediately or they will be stuck forever. Then there is probability uh, of some war kind of situation may arise in South Asia. Mostly, we know the who do these kind of wars. So either in the Middle East or either in the Kashmir region, you will see some war type situation. from this month, because the May and June are critical period for to have a war in Kashmir, because you can't have war after July once uh, it's total summer. Means when snowfall stops, then it's not easy to infiltrate. So this is their favorite season for those people. So remember the Saturn, the script writing of the Saturn and the direction by the Mars. It's like a petrol is spread on the ground, and now the spark will be from Mars. So those people who have sign Cancer, the Kark, then Libra, then Kumbh, that is Aquarius, Capricorn, Makar, Vrishchik, Scorpio. These people should be careful, and you can check with your astrologer about if you are having this sign, these moon signs or ascendants. We can also have help you. You can message me on the page if you want to have guidance about your horoscope and or about any problem if you are facing. So coming 6 months will be very interesting. Thank you.